Hello folks, this is Anthony from the Honda Snowblower shop, Honda Snowblower Enthusiast on Facebook and YouTube. And today I'm going to show you tips and tricks on how to get a stuck auger off the auger gearbox. Most times they will come off with a little bit of lubrication and sitting for a while. But this, every once in a while you get a really difficult case. This one here was stuck. I worked on it off and on for 2 months trying to get it off. And I was able finally to use a trick that a friend of mine told me about that I never used before. That really worked. It worked fairly easy. So I used this propane heater. And what I did was I tried all the usual ways of getting this off, lubrication. You can spray some Croil, which is probably the best penetrant that I've ever used. Spray some Croil down this hole here, and then I put this bolt in so it doesn't leak out. And I can let it sit for a day or so and then try it. And if that doesn't work, I go to the next step. Now what I did was I took a rag and stuck it between the auger and the auger gearbox and, soaked it. Because I'm going to apply some almost red hot heat to this auger shaft right here. And I don't want the heat transferring, from the shaft to the seal. The seals are rubber, and if you put too much heat, the seals will melt. And then you've got whole nother problem on your hands. Then you got to take the auger gearbox apart, change the seals. So you soak this rag. Keep soaking it, while you're heating it. And then what I did was I put heat to it. Okay, a couple minutes all around the shaft. Put heat on it, get it nice and hot. And while it's hot, get a hammer and tap it. See if I can show you. Harder than that. I've just got one hand. So I tap it all around. Pretty hard. Not that hard. But I want to tap it all around the shaft and loosen up any rust. That's what's holding it on. It's practically welded on with the rust. So I do that, and then I let it cool. The metal expands. You hit it when it's hot. You hit it when it's hot, and maybe loosen up some of that rust. Let it cool, and then use your lever to try to turn it in the vise. Now, I did this not once, not twice. I had to do it 3 times. So it takes a lot of patience, folks. Penetrating oil, a lot of patience, heating it, cooling it, heating it, cooling it, making sure that the rag is nice and soaked with cold water so you don't ruin the interior seal. Then I used this 5-foot metal pole as a lever. I've used 8-foot 2x4s in here too to break them free. So I put this pole in there, and then I was able to break it free. It was tough. Let me tell you, it was tough. It took a lot of strength for me to break it free, and it was very, very tight at first. And I kept on working it around. Kind of like Conan. When Conan in that movie was turning around the grainer or whatever you call it. So I turned it around probably half a dozen times. It was hard at first, but it started getting easier and easier. I put some more penetrating oil in here so it would work down to the shaft. And as the shaft moved, I believed that it was getting coated with the penetrating oil a little bit. So it was breaking free slowly but surely. I went around, 5 or 6 times in one direction, and then I'd go around in the other direction. And once again, folks, it takes patience, because at first it was really hard to turn. It just got a little bit easier, and finally, you can tell that it was fairly easy to turn. And I was able to take a hammer, and underneath I was able to push it up. I took the pole out. I hit it with the hammer down here a little bit to move it up. I took the pole out, and then I was able to go back and forth with my hands as I was lifting at the same time, and slowly but surely. Let's see if I can get it off. It's coming. It looks like it's coming. Oh, there you go. See? And then after got it off, I'm gonna ream out this shaft here. I've got a reamer brush on my drill, and I'm gonna clean that out, and then I'm gonna clean this with some steel wool, and then before I put it back together, I'm gonna put some anti-seize grease on this, so it doesn't happen again. I mean, this is from a 624, so it was probably like this for, like, I don't know, almost 30 years. It was never taken apart. So this is for the really tough cases, folks. If this video helped you, please like and subscribe. This is a great skill to learn, save you a bunch of money. So we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.